Welcome back today. In this video, we'll be diving deep into the world of British coin collecting, where history, rarity, and condition play a major role in determining value. Our focus will be on the top two most valuable coins from two very popular denominations, the 3 pence and the 20 pence. Both of these coins have fascinating stories, and depending on the year, mint mark, and overall condition, some examples have shocked collectors by selling for high prices at auctions. Let's break down the details. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 3 pence coin from 1943. At first glance, this coin may look small and ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, every detail matters. From its wartime background to its unique design and its standing in today's collector's market, this coin has a story worth telling. If you own one or are simply curious about its value in fine condition, stay tuned, because we'll explore everything from history to auction prices in US dollars. The 3 pence coin, often affectionately called the threepenny bit, was a staple in British currency for centuries. By 1943, the Second World War was in full swing, and the United Kingdom was under immense pressure, both economically and militarily. To conserve precious metals, the Royal Mint issued the brass-nickel-brass 3 pence coin, which had first been introduced in 1937 during the reign of King George VI. This was a major departure from the earlier silver issues of the denomination. The 1943 version continued this wartime production, reflecting the nation's struggle, adaptation, and resilience during one of the darkest chapters in its history. The 1943 3 pence coin has several unique features that make it instantly recognizable. Struck in nickel brass, the coin has a distinctive 12-sided shape, which set it apart from other circulating coins of its time. On the obverse, we find the portrait of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget, with a Latin inscription Georgiv 6D GBROMN Rex F laughing smiley INDIMP, signifying George VI, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, and Emperor of India. On the reverse, the coin displays a thrift plant design created by Francis Madge Kitchener, symbolizing thriftiness and resilience, qualities that were especially meaningful during wartime. Its unusual design and wartime production give it a charm that collectors appreciate. When it comes to rarity, the 1943 3 pence is not among the rarest of British coins, as millions were minted. However, condition is everything in coin collecting. Many of these coins were heavily circulated, meaning finding a specimen in pristine or even very fine condition can be a challenge. In damaged or heavily worn states, the coin still holds collector interest because of its wartime issuance and unique design, but the value drops significantly. Collectors who specialize in George VI coinage or wartime issues often seek even these lower condition examples to complete their sets. So, how much is a 1943 3 pence worth today in fine condition? Generally, these coins trade for modest amounts compared to ultra-rare issues. In fine condition, a 1943 3 pence can sell between $234,000 at most auctions or online marketplaces. Coins in very fine or extremely fine condition can command higher prices, sometimes ranging from $10, especially if they have strong eye appeal. It's important to remember that the value can also depend on demand at a given auction, as well as the presence of collectors focusing on wartime coinage. While it may not be a life-changing treasure, it's still a solid historical coin that carries both monetary and cultural value. If you're interested in collecting the 1943 3 pence, here are a few tips. First, always check the condition. Closely look for clear details on King George VI's portrait and the thrift plant design. Avoid coins that are excessively damaged, corroded, or polished, as these hold less value. Secondly, buy from reputable dealers or auction houses to avoid counterfeits, even though this particular coin is less commonly faked. Lastly, if you're building a collection of George VI coins, consider collecting the full set of wartime 3 pence issues from 1937 through 1952 to give historical context to your piece. Wrap up. The United Kingdom 3 pence of 1943 may not be the rarest coin in British history, but it is an affordable and meaningful piece of wartime heritage. In fine condition, its value ranges modestly, yet its historical significance makes it an attractive coin for both beginner and seasoned collectors alike. Every coin tells a story, and the 1943 3 pence is a reminder of Britain's resilience during World War II. Next up, the United Kingdom 20 pence coin from 1994 in circulated fine condition. At first glance, this coin may not seem particularly rare or extraordinary, But when we take a closer look at its history, design, and collector demand, we begin to see why even a common piece like this has significance in the marketplace. In this video, we'll explore its origins, unique features, rarity, current market value in US dollars, and some useful tips for collectors who want to understand where the 1994 20 pence stands in the coin collecting world. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1982 as part of decimalization. It was the first coin in the new decimal series to carry a heptagonal, or seven-sided, shape. The coin was designed to fill the gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence denominations. By 1994, the coin had already become a familiar part of British currency circulation. The obverse of the 1994 coin features a young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf, which was in use on British coins from 1985 to 1997. The reverse shows a crowned Tudor rose, a design by William Gardner that had been used on the 20 pence since its introduction. While millions of these coins were minted in 1994, their history and symbolism tie them to a broader story of Britain's evolving coinage system. The 20 pence coin stands out for its distinctive seven-sided shape, which is both recognizable and practical. This shape allows the coin to be easily identified by touch and prevents it from rolling away on flat surfaces. The 1994 version features a milled edge with no inscription, adding to its clean and simple look. The crowned Tudor rose on the reverse is a particularly symbolic choice, representing unity and tradition in English history. In circulated fine condition, most examples will show noticeable wear on the high points of the design, particularly around the crown details and Queen Elizabeth's portrait. However, the shape and main imagery usually remain clear enough for collectors to appreciate. Unlike some error coins or low mintage issues, the 1994 20 pence is not considered rare in the numismatic world. Millions were struck, and many still exist in circulation today. However, collectors often seek examples from every year of issue to complete their decimal sets, meaning even common dates like 1994 maintain some interest. When a coin is in circulated fine condition, or even damaged, its collector appeal is generally limited. Scratches, dents, discoloration, or heavy wear significantly lower its value compared to uncirculated or proof strikes. That said, some collectors enjoy acquiring circulated examples as filler coins until they can afford higher-grade pieces. The demand for damaged or low-grade coins is modest, but it still exists, especially among beginners and those building type sets. When we talk about value, it's important to separate intrinsic worth from collector value. The 1994 20 pence has a face value of 20 pence, which is roughly equivalent to about 25 US cents. In circulated fine condition, its value generally does not rise far above that. On most online marketplaces and at small auctions, these coins usually sell between $123,000, depending on condition and demand at the time. If the coin is particularly worn or damaged, it often trades only at face value. Only uncirculated or proof examples of the 1994 20 pence can reach slightly higher prices, sometimes a few dollars, especially when included in official sets. For the average circulated coin, however, its worth remains modest in the auction market. For collectors interested in the 1994 20 pence, there are several things to keep in mind. First, focus on condition. While circulated fine coins are common, looking for examples with less wear, strong details, and minimal scratches will increase both value and satisfaction in your collection. Second, remember that these coins are most valuable when collected as part of a complete decimal 20 pence set, covering all years and notable varieties. Third, keep an eye out for error coins, as mistakes in minting such as misaligned strikes or unusual planchette flaws can sometimes elevate a common coin into a rare collectible. Finally, consider storage. Even circulated coins benefit from being kept in protective holders, which help preserve them from further wear and environmental damage. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 20 pence from 1994 in circulated fine condition is not a rare or highly valuable coin, but it still carries historical charm and serves as a key piece in any decimal collection. With its symbolic Tudor rose design and distinctive shape, it represents a fascinating chapter in Britain's coinage. While its market value remains low, typically around face value to a little over $50 in circulated condition, it remains a popular choice for collectors seeking to complete sets or explore the story of British money. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1994 2 shilling, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more coin history and values, and share your own experiences with this coin in the comments below.